Hey guys, just waiting for some to join. Facebook seems to be going really slow right now. If you have questions along the way, you can leave it in the comments. Sorry, this is just going a lot slower than I thought it would be. Hope everyone is doing good under quarantine. If you have questions along the way, you can leave it in the comments. Hope everyone is doing good under quarantine. Good morning, Ashley. Hey, hi, Kate. How are you? Hi, Lisa. Let's give it another minute before we get going. Good morning, Ashley. Hey, hi, Kate. How are you? Hi, Lisa. Let's give it another minute before we get going. All right. So as you can see on the screen, oh, this way, we're gonna go over changes for Google. There's gonna be changes from Facebook, and then I'll go over some tips that you could potentially use for your business, whether it is opened or closed. So let's give it like another second, and then I'll just jump right into what changes Google has and what updates you need to do for Google. So let's give like another second, and then I'll just jump right into what changes Google has and what updates you need to do for your business. So first, I guess I'll just start with going with Google and a couple of things that they have updated. So since the first week of February, they said that coronavirus search increased by 260%. And I'm sure by the end of this month, we'll see how much has increased for March. But that's really taking over a lot of search, which means people are searching more about the virus and how to take care of themselves than they are searching for specific businesses and services and products. So how does this really affect your business? Google is doing a few things. One thing is specifically with videos on YouTube. If you're looking to create coronavirus related videos, there's an opportunity, or there's a chance that it may not go and get posted. Facebook, YouTube is removing any content that claims to prevent coronavirus, place seeking medical treatment, or blocking any and all ads that could be capitalizing on the pandemic. So really looking at what content you're putting out there. If you're looking and want to talk about coronavirus or anything related to that, just to get more views or more traction for your business, it's a chance that it's not even going to get posted, and YouTube may just take it down. So how would this, also looking at the advertising side for the pay-per-click and advertising on YouTube. So just making sure that your copy on both Google Ads and description and title on YouTube do not include the words coronavirus, so that it won't get barred from Google. Google also announced very limited functionality to your Google My Business accounts during COVID-19. So there's a few things that they have changed, updated, and that affects what you change and update on your account. So the first one, they're allowing basically everything is gonna take a lot longer to respond and change. Anything that needs to be reviewed is gonna take a longer time to respond. Google is having all their employees work from home. So just think social distancing at its finest when everyone's at home. So expecting delays is gonna be normal in any line of business. So I'm gonna read a quote from Google. Our current focus is on equality and reliability of information on Google Search and Maps. We want to ensure users and business owners have access to essential features like whether the business is open or has special hours. So there's changes. Here are a couple of the changes that they have initiated. Um, Editing business information. They'll prioritize the reviews for critical health businesses first. So if you're just looking to change hours description, it may take a little longer for them to review it compared to health service businesses that they really want to get up and approved in search quicker. They're also prioritizing reviews for open and closed states. So it's not just on a national level, they're doing this by state. Hours, temporary closures, business descriptions. So if you want to go in and edit all that, just be sure that you have your business verified on Google. If your business is not verified on Google and you don't have access to that page, you can't inform your customers of all the changes like the hours, how you can service them. So making sure you have access to your Google page and getting it verified is something you can do now while you're sitting at home. Since we're all sitting at home, that gives you time to really make sure you're on top of your digital presence and getting your Google My Business listing. So if you're looking to create a new listing or claims or even verifying, it may take a little longer, even though I said to verify, but you still want to do that. It will still take a little bit longer unless you're a health related business. So just be sure they're prioritizing the industries that are more needed for COVID-19. So here are some other changes. And comment below if there's questions that you have along the way. I will be, I'll be answering them as quick as I can while I'm doing all this. So some other changes. Google is allowing businesses like restaurants to add delivery or takeout at the end of their name. They've never done that before. You were never really allowed to add that at the end of your name, but they're now allowing it for restaurants to be able. So someone is looking for a restaurant or a bar somewhere close to them that is doing takeout or delivery, you can add it to the name now. So if you are in that industry, you have the opportunity to do that, but where you couldn't before. The reports of being some listings being marked closed when it's not. So be sure to look at your Google listing. Even if your business is not fully closed, Google may have assumed that it was based off of the state guidelines or whatever it may be. Just make sure you're paying attention to what your Google listing is. So be sure. There have been reports of some businesses have been noticed closed when it's been really open. Google shut off the ability to get new reviews. So right now your business can't get any new reviews. So if you're looking to push and encourage people to give your business reviews, right now it's not going to happen. They can still go there. They can still leave a review, but it won't publish to the page. And you're also not able to comment on any of the reviews either. It looks like it's just going to be on standstill right now through this pandemic. So you want to make sure that you're not wasting any marketing efforts trying to increase Google reviews, because right now they're shutting off that ability. That started on March 20th, so it's been hasn't even been a full week yet. The question and answer section on Google has also been removed from the listings. Reviews posted by the business owners, like I said, can't be published, so don't worry about the reviews right now. And then the most important one, I think, because sometimes it's hard with a tech company to get someone on the phone, but they're turning off all phone support and chat support and only doing support by email now. So that changes the way they communicate with their customers. So get a hold on your Google page and your Google listing now, because it's going to take a while for things to turn around. And the way you communicate with Google to get some of these things fixed and turned around, it's going to take a lot longer. So really look at doing that. So next up, I want to go over Facebook. Facebook is also sending their employees home. They should expect delays on their approving advertising campaigns as well. They issued a statement earlier in the week that with the employees working from home, you could see a delay. So a quote from Facebook is, "We use a combination of people and technology to review ads on Facebook and Instagram, and our automated systems already play a big role in that process. Now with a reduced and remote workforce, we're relying on automated technology even more." So what does that mean? It's delayed review ads and commerce listings, an increase in ads being incorrectly disapproved, delayed or reduced appeals, and more limited availability of in-stream ads, so having ads in videos. So they're just like Google, Facebook is really blocking anyone that has looking to capitalize on the pandemic and the COVID-19 virus. So really very hard process to run any kind of ad related to the virus. But there are ways, if you're in the health industry, there are ways that you can do it, but don't expect to put title and tag and have images that mention coronavirus or the pandemic and get the ad to be approved if you're looking to sell a product or a service. Thanks, Adrian. I'll fix that. Let's see. There we go. Hopefully that will get rid of that for you. Sorry. Thanks. Similar to, so it's not ideal to really change the way. So if you're looking to run ad campaigns and want to promote your products, there's other ways we can do it, and I'll go over some of the tips. And then so really I'll just start kind of going to the tips. And actually there's a question that just jumped in now from Ashley Broder. Let's see. Facebook is going to start changing those of us using Facebook groups and live streams for our businesses now that so many of us are using these tools. As of right now, I don't think Facebook is encouraging videos and groups. They've been pushing groups. I don't know if you notice in your feed and any page that you are manager of that you have groups on the side they want you to join. They want you to really participate and engage in groups. So I don't know if they're going to be changing anything as of right now. They may change, but they have been pushing groups. And same thing with live stream. Live stream counts as video content, and Facebook is really trying to compete with YouTube to really take over the video platform dominant, with Facebook Watch now, and really everyone trying to push live stream. I don't know if they're going to be really changing too much of that, but I know that we're definitely going to be seeing an influx of businesses creating groups and starting groups because of how we all have to become more digital now and not really the person-to-person interaction we used to have. So I see more groups happening, and I see more live streams happening, and I see more videos happening. So it's really coming up, how do you declutter through all that noise so that your customers and your right people are there for you. Hopefully that helped answer that, Ashley. So here's I'm gonna go over some tips along the way. Please just continue to ask me questions, and I will try to answer the best that I can below. So first things first, whether you're the business owner, you're the marketer, really try to take care of yourself first. Stress and anxiety won't help, and actually will, in most cases, for most people, will get you sick. Your immune system will be lower, and you'll be more apt to accessible to the virus. So take care of yourself. Don't stress. This is a stressful time. We're all stressed. But find ways to manage it. Find ways to keep yourself wound and focused, and still doing what you need to be doing for the business. There are things that you could be doing that maybe were on your back burner that you have time to do now. So don't overwhelm yourself. Just look for ways to alleviate the stress and anxiety. But first and foremost, take care of yourself. So really for the marketing, really looking at adjusting your strategy. You really can't do what you were doing pre-COVID-19. You really have to look at what do you need to put out there now for your clients and your customers. So communicate changes to the business. So hours have changed. If you're a restaurant, pickup or delivery. If you're closed, when they can expect for you to open. Are you going to be selling or offering anything online because they can't come see you? So really communicating any changes you have for your business will be effective. Don't go to Facebook or to your email or to your website and just expect people to come to you. You really need to inform them along the way. Reassess and allocate budgets. So whether it's lowering ad budgets or reassessing where you're currently spending budgets. So you're looking at if you were sponsoring an event, and I mean, events and conferences were hit really, really hard. And if those marketing dollars are no longer there, where are you going to use that? I know with a lot of businesses, it's tough because of layoffs and closing down and no money coming in. So really looking at, if you're going to take that money, where are you going to use that money? And if you are lucky enough where you're in a business and an opportunity where you can work from home and still work, and you still have the opportunity to have a marketing budget, where are you going to allocate that? So really looking at taking down where you're spending your money and figuring out where it needs to be spent and more effectively. If you're a brick and mortar, figure out a way to get your business online. So there are a lot of different ways between, I mean, obviously like eBay, but there's also Google Merchant Center where you can sell your products right on Google. So really look at opportunities in different ways. You can even sell on Facebook itself. So look at how you can sell your product and service online. If you have that fan base, if you have those customers, they will be there to help keep your business afloat. We're in a very small business environment. United States is run mostly on small businesses, so letting them know how they can support you online, whether that's purchasing gift cards, whether that's buying a product online, let them know how they can support you. Change your delivery method. So if you're a business that was doing one-on-ones in person, change them to virtual meetings or consultations. If you were offered delivery, change the way you can sell your product or service to your customer. I know it's a lot harder and it's easier said than done, but really look at how can you make your service or product available for your customer digitally or accessibly without them leaving their home. Soften the call of action on social media. I think customers aren't looking to buy a lot right now, and I hate to say that, but doesn't mean you don't need to stop selling, but just soften the sells, especially the way the feeds are going. Everything seems to be related to the pandemic and some Tiger King Netflix show that I apparently need to watch that everyone keeps talking about. But the feed is always filled with coronavirus, so you want to keep your customers engaged with the brand and the company and not necessarily getting them to buy right then and there. You want them to support you, but soften the call of action. Don't make it such a hard sell. So revisit some of the content you have planned and look at, is it something you push off to later months, or is it something that you can edit and go from there? So related to Google, update your business profile. I mean, again, make sure that you have access and you have you're verified on Google, so you can make any edits and inform people any changes you have with the pandemic, whether it's how you keep your business clean and sanitary and your employees healthy, any information that you want people to find through Google, you want to make sure you have that access. Change your business hours on there, even on Facebook. Change your business hours if they've been affected through COVID-19. It's an easy fix, but it's also an opportunity that people are looking to see when you're available. It's an easy fix. Manage the information, and then within Google itself, you can actually create a post. So Google's third or fourth attempt at a social media platform, Google Plus, shut down a couple of years ago at this point. But now with Google My Business, you're allowed to post something that can be shared out to people that when they go see your listing on Google. So create a post related to what's going on with your business, what's going on to the pandemic and how it affects your product, your services, and your customers. When it comes to social media, my biggest thing is to make sure not to go dormant. Whether you're a restaurant that's completely closed down, whether you're special service like nails, hair salon, don't go dormant on social media. The biggest thing and what happens with Facebook and Instagram and their algorithms, if you're posting regularly and then all of a sudden stop posting and then you start posting again, it messes with the consistency of what your reach was happening before, and it would actually hurt your reach for the post down the road. So don't go dormant, don't stop posting. It actually will not help you, it will hurt you. So maybe you cut down on frequency of content, but really looking at not going dormant, because it's actually gonna hurt your page reach. Other things that you can do if you don't want to post as much, offer more of a conversation with your customers or potential customers. Facebook Messenger is a great tool to have that. So really looking at using Facebook Messenger, where you can set up chat functionality. There's autoresponders so that you're not necessarily tied to your phone, because I know everyone's home with families and kids and there's a lot going on. But you can set up autoresponders. So really utilizing those. Let me answer one of the questions here. Thanks, Andres. So what have I done for my business? How has that impacted your work and strategy? Are you using different platforms now than you were before? It's definitely affected my business. I have clients that are on hold on their business, so which means they're on hold with me. But I, luckily for what I do, I can, as long as I have Wi-Fi, I can work anywhere. Like right now, I'm actually in my apartment working from home. So it hasn't impacted how I do work, because I can basically, get work done anywhere. But it's affected clients, and it's affected some of my workflow, where a lot of my clients, we had to rearrange content campaigns and rearrange content like fairly quickly. So I spent a lot of time the past week just redoing a lot of content I spent months working on, but that's the name of the game. And but yeah, right now, it's interesting because business is good, because even though some are, I'm able to still work, so I'm happy with that. Kate asked, should I list my hours as nothing for my non-essential brick and mortar? I saw up here in the gift industry listed as Monday, right? Would that make sense to do? You could list, and then also just make sure, I'm not sure if you're still selling online or not, or if you're going to be selling in groups or in that sense, so you can inform them, but you can put temporarily closed. Even on Google, you can mention temporarily closed for the time being. Ashley, that was a different decision, trying to figure out what the posts have to be closed, still working on it. Ashley, you're local and I know you, but I've actually in person or through other conversation, even further back, heard great feedback of what you've been doing for your business and sharing, and what your members have been getting as privately. So I think you've been doing a good job. I think what you want to post after is, and I see it now on a lot of personal accounts, is people are trying to work out from home and say, so maybe kind of tie into what's going on and how everyone went crazy with all that buying of probably junk food to think because they're going to stay in the house for a long time. So maybe look at how you can engage with those that are not part of your membership, but how you can engage with people that are staying at home but need to stay healthy as well. So other tips from So another tip for social, really posting about your experiences, providing company stories, what's happening with you, your employees. Everyone knows what's going on with COVID. It's all over the news, it's all over the media, but people want to know more about you. So making sure that you're really keeping your customers up to date of what's going on. Discover and engage. Where a lot of us are home. A lot of us are either on the computer or on their phones watching TV. We're connected. On Facebook, on Instagram, whichever platform, both utilize hashtags, go in and engage and comment under your company page. Start the conversation. Don't wait for the conversation to come to you. So you can go to other pages, you can go follow a thread in a conversation that's related to you and the industry, but making sure that you also are engaging as your business, or if it's yourself and you're the brand yourself as yourself, but really making sure to to really discover how you can go out there and engage yourself with other companies, local, national. Not that you should expect a sale or anything right now, but really start building that brand reputation out there, start building customer loyalty. That takes time, so now is a good time, if you have more time, to spend doing that. If you're impatient and don't want to wait for new runs to add on Facebook, try rerunning old campaigns. So turnaround may be quicker. So in a sense, if you have a campaign that you can just rerun and just edit, it may go through quicker than creating a whole new ad. So if you're really looking to not wait and really want to get an ad up, make sure that you go through your older campaigns and see what works and what you can do to bring it back. I want to make sure that, as much as like what's going on, don't really focus on your current customers. Yes, you want to attract new customers, but with what's going on with a lot of closures and a lot of small businesses hurting, try to focus on your current customer list. Happy customers act as ambassadors. They'll start sharing to their social, which then they will get you new customers. So as things are going a little crazy and a little hectic right now, focus on your current customers. They're going to be the ones that are going to be selling you. They're going to be the ones telling their friends to support you. So be sure to really focus on them, make sure that they're happy, and really make sure that you're connected with them. It was already. I always say it. Social media is more of a customer service tool, and now that a lot more people are home, and I don't know if you notice how so much slower Facebook and Netflix is because everyone's home. The way people communicate with pages now are so really making sure you utilize it as a customer service tool. If incoming questions, be prepared. Even setting up an FAQ for your business related to COVID. So if you have questions that people are always asking you, create an FAQ, put it on Facebook, put it on your website, share it out, put it as a blog. So that way you're not always answering the same questions, but you can always have it in a place where you can send it out to people and let them know, like, these are the most frequently asked questions we get about our business during this pandemic here. Hopefully that will help you limit the time you're responding to the same messaging over and over again. Outside of social, think about utilizing other communication tools. Email marketing is huge. I think social's going to be influx with a lot of things. If you have an opportunity that you already have this email list, use it. Whether it's just sending quick messages, if you're trying to promote something, utilize your email list. Right now I don't see a lot of companies using it, but I think it's an underutilized method right now where social is just really influxed right now. And even like text messaging. So if you're a restaurant, if you're in any business that's still open that you can deliver or that you are selling online, and you can even do that through text. So look into text messaging campaigns and texting with customers and how that may affect your business. During this time period, it might be an opportunity to even just work on your SEO for your website. So as things are filled in search related to Corona and cures and all that stuff, over time that's going to go away. And I don't want to say things are going to go back to normal. I mean, there's going to be a new normal, whatever that is. But continue to work on what Google and Bing, if anyone uses that, whatever search you use, how you can optimize your website for that. So that way, when this does simmer down and does go away, and however long time it does, your website be in better position to show up at top rankings. So now is an ideal time to you really want to work on getting your website optimized, and that's with the backends, the titles, the tags. If you have any questions, just message me. Come up with I guess my final big tip I would say is come up with a marketing strategy post COVID-19. And it sounds weird to say post COVID-19, but things will be different. Expect a lot of people, once people are allowed to go out, expect a lot of places to be filled. How can you promote your business to get people into your door? So really make sure you start coming up with a plan of what things will look like after the pandemic is over. What's your strategy? What campaigns you want to run? So this is a good time for you to really think about. Yes, I know it's crazy, it sucks, and we're going to dwell and think ahead. Be productive. Be proactive, not whatever that saying is. Sorry. Just really make sure that you're coming up with a plan what's going to happen after, because that's going to help you really push forward and get ahead of the curve compared to everyone else. And then be prepared. Just know that things will get better at some point. I hope that things get back to somewhat close to what we were before. But really look at how you can really prepare your business for what happens after it, and lay a stronger foundation than what happened before. I got a couple more questions here on social. Let's see. I noticed the number of people watching my IG and Facebook stories have increased now that everyone is home and bored, so I'm finding it useful to try and stay top of mind there as well. Absolutely. Stories is a huge, I've also seen it, a huge increase. There is a lot of, since there are a lot of people at home, what originally happened, or what originally worked within Instagram, there are a lot of users that use just the feed and don't look at stories. Then there are a lot of users that look at the stories and don't look at the feed. And then the third category is users that look at both stories and feed. So right now, the demographic is growing between users that look at stories and feed, because they're checking in and logging in on Instagram much more than they were previously. Facebook has an increase, but Instagram and Twitter saw the largest increases in social usage. Twitter, people logging in and finding news, and then really looking at Facebook. I mean, usage has definitely gone up, which means more people are online, more people are posting. So finding ways to be in front of your customers, like utilizing stories, is a great way. I mean, of course there's other platforms. Kids are talking about TikTok, so there's ways that you can utilize that. Use this time to look at opportunities for what happens after. Kate had a comment saying, I'm thinking there will be a big made in the USA surge that I need to cut back on import lines, replace them with more domestic lines. Your thoughts? That might be an opportunity. Maybe this is an opportunity to connect with local makers and see what products they have, and that can all be done virtually. But maybe that's an opportunity to connect with local small businesses and makers and see what they have to offer. Whether it's actual. I know there's like people that do like the crocheting, spa product. I mean, there's a lot of things. So I would say look at look at local that you think that aligns with your store. Adrian says, agree, this time has similarities to the Great Depression, where we do all hands on deck. Absolutely. It's going to be crazy. Who knows what's going to happen? Knock on wood, hopefully. Our area in Western Massachusetts, the numbers are starting to get up. But hopefully, if you're staying home and social distancing like you should, give yourself time to really think and come up with a plan for the future. I think this will be a good opportunity for you to just kind of think past Corona and not just dwell and kind of put yourself in a better mood. So I do have one last question, I guess, and you can comment this below if you're seeing this after it's live. But if you want me to do this again, I'm happy to do this every week and go over different things, different topics to help keep you informed of what's going on for your business. But I think I haven't done a live in a while, so it was a little shaky, so I'm sorry, but I'm down to do this again if you guys want me to, so just let me know. I can come up with a different topic, maybe focus on LinkedIn or Instagram or strategies or something else. But let me know, and if there's a specific topic you want me to cover, just comment below and I'll be happy to do it. Thanks so much. If you have any questions in the video or anything that I said, you can reach me out, the agency at hello@tcsainc.com. or you can go to tcsainc.com for more information on the agency. And then, yeah, so, if you, just one last question. Love to hear this weekly discussion on best practice and work tips from home. Oh, thanks, Justin. Yeah, absolutely. We'll be happy to. And also, I mean, does anyone have any shout outs you want to give to businesses that you think are doing a great job on social media? Oh, Leanne, maybe we can FaceTime after. If there are any pages or businesses you think are doing a great job on their social right now, just tag them below. Let's just share what we all are doing, and hopefully, get through this on the other page, on the other side. And then, yeah, and so thank you guys. Thank you for listening and being here. And any other topics you think you want me to cover next time, just let me know. And I will see you guys hopefully next Thursday, same time.